Your garage is full of stuff that you only used once and even some unopened packages that you bought after seeing an Instagram ad? Then I have some good news for you. You don't have to feel bad about it anymore. In this video, I'll show you how us evil marketers make you click on that buy button, and at the end of this video, I'll show you how to avoid those impulse purchases and save that money for the important things in life.
Ready? Yeah.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Before we can see that we are buying stuff that we don't need, we need to understand this. Any animal's nature is to avoid pain and maximize pleasure. As marketer and salesperson, my goal is to fulfill that desire or give the illusion that I can do so. We also need to understand that there are roughly 30 sales triggers that work with different audiences. I'll show you the 5 most commonly used sales triggers and how to avoid being manipulated. Those sales triggers are sense of belonging, FOMO, scarcity, greed, and new is better than old. Basically, all of these triggers appeal to our basic instincts to deactivate our logical thinking. Let's take for instance our sense of belonging. Historically, being in a tribe significantly increased our chances for survival. So it makes sense that even today we all still want to be part of some kind of group, regardless of if we're 1%ers or K-pop fans. We need the recognition of like-minded peers to survive. That is also why isolation detention is one of the cruelest torture methods ever invented. When you remove people's company, it makes us go crazy. We just need to be part of some kind of group and have human recognition. The sense of belonging is at the core of every branding effort. We want to create loyal fans and have them show our tribal sign to their friends and enemies. You see, the core mechanic behind brands is rooted in tribalism, when you would paint your face a certain way to show your allegiance. The sense of belonging is the reason why we buy overpriced shirts from bands and Nike. I want to show that I belong to the rich people tribe or that I want to belong to it. But you know, sometimes we really do believe in equality or we enjoy sitting in an expensive chair. However, most of the times we buy expensive stuff to keep up with our peers. It's the famous concept of keeping up with the Joneses that eats our income. You buy that BMW for other people and not exclusively for yourself. The same is true for all kinds of purchases after seeing an Instagram ad. We know that we don't need those things, but maybe we're missing out on something cool. And that is what we call FOMO, the fear of missing out. We feel like we need to buy the latest gadget or we're not part of the club. So what do? Obviously, we get out our wallet and buy iPhones on eBay on release day because we didn't get one standing in line.
Said if they pre-ordered, they're supposed to have a pretty quick pickup once they get in the store.
We buy GameStop stocks at its all-time high. We just don't want to feel left out while everybody else is having a party. FOMO is fueled by our need to be part of a tribe, and it doesn't discriminate between rich and poor. Big-time investors may FOMO about the latest social network, while kids need the latest toy that their friends talk about all the time. The psychological trigger of FOMO is relatively easy to replicate. You just need to combine sense of belonging with scarcity. Scarcity works well for FOMO, but as a solo trigger, it's very powerful as well. When we believe something is limited, logic leaves our bodies and opens our wallets. Buying something that our neighbor doesn't have increases our standing, at least in our brain. Standing out from the crowd of naked apes increases our chances for reproduction. When you have an extra banana to give to your potential mate, it will choose you over your rival. What we tend to forget is that today we have as many bananas as we want to, but we haven't lost that trigger in our brain. So we buy limited edition sneakers which are artificially limited. Then another psychological trigger kicks in. Greed.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
Instead of just buying 1 pair of sneakers, we buy 5 to resell 4.
And then we've got our cloud whites.
We hope to make more money from the stupidity of others. Have you ever seen this discount that when you buy 2 of a certain item that you get 1 for free? At this moment, our primal monkey hammers in our brain to get those 3 bananas! 3 is always better than 2, right? Well, if you took a second to question that offer, you would realize that you will pay for the 3rd banana in some other form. Either the product is overpriced as it is, or other products are overpriced. Only one sales trigger is stronger than greed. New is better than old. There is a scientifically proven fallacy called appeal to novelty, which makes us prematurely claim or assume that something is better just because it's new. The new iPhone has to be better, right?
See that we've been talking about some of these features. No home button.
This new and bigger TV will increase my pleasure at watching Netflix, right? We all know that this is only kind of true. These triggers can make everybody make some kind of stupid financial decisions. No matter how smart we are, the monkey always wins. But we can silence the monkey to some degree. If you recognize the patterns we marketers use, your monkey becomes much quieter. Let's take our sense of belonging for instance. A lot of marketing material is geared towards tribalism. Marketers make the world us versus them. They try to make it simple. Even anti-discrimination ads and commercials basically say, we are against the discriminators. The message in itself can be a good one like the Nike commercials, and yet we are being called into a tribe. The message is stand with our brand against the other tribes. So when you feel the urge to buy a specific brand or you think about buying that expensive sweater or even furniture, ask yourself this: am I buying this for myself or am I trying to impress others with it? Am I trying to keep up with the Joneses? If the answer is yes, then don't buy it. When these same people tell you how limited an opportunity is, you better start running. This type of artificial scarcity is very common, especially for online offers. You see them everywhere. Limited time offers, only available for the next 24 hours. But as you know now, greed is not a good advisor for financial decisions.
I showed you how the system works, the value of information, how to get it. Now you fucking pay me back, you cockroach.
We all know that feeling of, oh my god, it's 50% off! Or, if I buy this many, I can save that much. To beat our greedy monkey, the easiest way is to pause, take a breather and appeal to your logical thinking. These type of offers are meant to force quick decisions. Quick decisions are always bad for you, unless you need to avoid getting hit in the head. Once you realize that and breathe, you can reactivate the logical part of your brain and the monkey goes silent. I have found that greed makes me most receptive to making stupid decisions. But to be honest, the stupidest decisions were when I bought stuff just because it was new.
Greed is right. Greed works.
It's those times when a new phone or PlayStation comes out, or buying those new Bose headphones because they have even better noise cancellation.
The question really is this price point, right? Will people pay $1,000 for this phone? And
those really stupid and expensive decisions are also the easiest to avoid. Is this upgrade necessary is always my central question. What also helps is imagining how many steak dinners an iPhone upgrade would equal. A 512GB iPhone 12 Max costs $1,400, which would equal 28 Saturday evening dinners with your significant other. Is not having half a year of fantastic dinners with your spouse worth an upgrade to your iPhone 11 Max? I can give one even simpler approach to all your purchases. Whenever I think about purchasing something worth more than $30, I leave it in a shopping cart for 30 days. This approach automatically erases all instincts of belonging, FOMO, scarcity, greed, and new is better. Now that you save a lot of money by avoiding our marketing tricks, it's time to buy a rocket from Elon Musk. Watch this video and join the SpaceX tribe. See you in the next video, and until then, continue to be awesome. See ya!